Hey you guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. If it's your first time checking it out and you enjoy my planty content, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Welcome back to all my other subscribers. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for returning again today. I really do appreciate it. All right, so in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about how long it's been since I purchased a plant. I also want to show you guys my most expensive plant that I've purchased and kind of all the things surrounding why I haven't bought a plant, why I haven't really talked about it, you know, all that stuff. A little chit-chatty video. So grab you some coffee, sit down, let's hang out for a little while. I got my iced coffee that doesn't have ice because for some reason our ice maker decided it wants to quit making ice. So I guess it's just refrigerated coffee. It is a million degrees out. Okay, I feel like my calves are burning right now. They're in the sun. So I'm gonna try to make this quick if I can get my thoughts together. So anyways, let's just get right to it. Yes, my calves are definitely burning right now in the sunlight. So I want to talk to you guys about how long it's actually been since I purchased a plant, and I went ahead and looked it up on my phone because I posted it on my stories, and why it's been that long and why I haven't really talked about it. Honestly, if you guys have been following me for a while now, you know I had a baby and he is about to be 7 months old, which is like seriously insane. I cannot believe it. So leading up to that, when I found out I was pregnant, so for a while now, I just quit buying plants because I knew that I had other things that were a priority for me, and that's what really kind of got me out of buying plants. So it has been a really, really long time. Have I gotten plants? Yes, I have. I've gotten plants from my plant import, which I did not pay for. They sent them to me in exchange for a review, and you guys saw that. So I was able to get plants in this time span, but plants that I have actually spent money on and purchased, it has been since December the 7th, okay? So that has been a really long time, like 7 months basically, because I am gonna count all of December since that was like early December, and it is literally next week gonna be June 7th. So that is quite a while since I have actually purchased a plant at all. Nothing, not a succulent, absolutely nothing. I have not bought a plant since then. So the reason why I was not buying any more plants is just because I felt like I had different priorities and other things that were more important besides plant purchases. So I really made it a priority that I wanted to spend the extra money on getting my baby's room set up and any type of things that we needed for him. And I'm really glad that I did that. Now, before I was pregnant, I was also starting to slow down and not purchase as many plants. I did make a video a long time ago, you guys, like a while ago. That is, I think I titled it my no buy, like plants I'm no longer buying. I will link it up above so you guys can check that video out if you want. So since I had posted that video, I have really been super conscious and aware of plant purchases. I have noticed and seen things and seen some videos popping up in my suggestions and stuff of like how much money I spent on plants and how people struggle and all that stuff. I do think a lot of that is just kind of clickbaity to kind of be like, woe is me a little bit, but also at the same time I kind of get it, like, okay, if you really do have an issue, like you have a shopping addiction or a problem and you're, you know, bringing awareness to it, cool. But at the same time, I think if you really have issues and problems, just change them. Like, I completely quit buying plants. It's really not that difficult, and I hate when people say like, I'm gonna be on a no buy and I'm not gonna buy plants and all this stuff, and then they go out buy plants and cry wolf, basically like, oh, I bought this much or I spent this much, like look at how much I spent and all this stuff. Just quit freaking buying plants. It's really not that difficult. Number one thing you can do, stop going to plant nurseries. Basically, I am able to go into a shop and nursery. If you have watched any of my recent, in the past few months, shopping videos, I literally leave with nothing. I choose not to buy a plant. If you know you cannot physically go into a big box store and nursery, don't do it. Stop, okay? Be an adult about it. I don't know, it's just crazy to me that people do not have the self-control, and maybe you have shopping addiction issues and stuff like that, and I get it, it can be addictive, and I grew my collection by buying a bunch of plants. Also on that, I was not spending a ton of money on plants, like outrageous amounts on one single plant. I'm going to show you guys in a few minutes the plant that I have spent the most money on and just kind of talk about that, but I have common plants. That's what I grew my channel on. That's what I've grown my collection with. And honestly, I love my common plants, and I'm not going to completely lose my mind if I kill a common plant, okay? It's not hundreds of dollars. So if you guys cannot control yourself when you go into these places, don't go. It's that simple, really, if you have problems with not being able to control yourself buying plants. Also, number 2, do not look online. Okay? Don't put anything in your cart. Get off of Etsy. Stop. Just stop browsing. For me, I really realized that all of my plants have kind of taken a hit ever since I got pregnant, and I was just not able to care for them properly. And I want to get my plants in a better, oh my god, the birds are going crazy. I want to get my plants all in a healthier, better condition, and if they're not there and they die and they need to be let go, I'm fine with that. I'm totally cool with that. If you want to get more plants in your collection without spending money, try propagating your plants, chopping them up, sharing them, trading. There are other ways that you can get plants without having to spend money on them. So I see people who post like, oh, woe is me, I spent all the thousands and thousands of dollars on plants and then they die, like, pat me on the back. Why? Why are you gonna spend thousands of dollars on plants and kill them? Like, it literally makes no sense at all to me. You're not investing in anything that is profitable in the sense of like paying on your car, you know? How awesome would that be to have your car paid off if you have a car payment, or pay on your bills, or whatever it may be. It's such, I don't know, it just bugs me so bad that people literally have addictions and issues to spending thousands and hundreds of dollars on plants. It's so crazy. And I don't know, maybe it's just because I have grown my collection with common plants. I love common plants. If you watch my channel, yeah, I go shopping and do things. I don't have to buy a plant every single time I go out and go shopping. Do I enjoy getting new plants? Of course. Who does not enjoy getting new plants? But where I'm at in my life with a little baby, I know that my #1 priority is him. Then plants come after all of the other things. So if you don't have the money to do it, which I have not had the extra money to do it, stop doing it. That's the adult responsible thing to do, instead of crying on the internet for everyone like, I tried to not buy plants, but I couldn't help myself. Like, be an adult. Stop buying plants. It's literally, it's not that difficult. Do not go to the places. Do not look online. Go to a place with cash only. Don't take your card if you only have a certain amount. I don't know. It bugs the crap out of me that people whine and cry that they cannot control themselves. So that's my opinion. I feel like I'm all over the place, that this video is going to be a chopped up mess. But the last plants that I purchased were my squamifers. I bought 2 of them when I was at the beach in Myrtle Beach, and I picked one up for me and one for my friend Sam, and here they are right here behind me on the porch. They are both still alive. They had thrips. I've treated them. They're living out here. They're living their best life outside right now for summertime, just with thrips and stuff like that. Yeah, they're alive. There they are. I absolutely love them, and I made a point to take care of them. So besides that, these 2 plants that I bought on December 7th, I have bought none, 0, not a single plant at all. And before that, I could not tell you what the plant was. I think the last plant before that was my rescue monstera, because I believe you guys saw that. And it's been a while. It's over here. It's still alive. And maybe before that, my big giant ZZ. I don't know. It's been so long that I can't remember which was which. So it's been over half a year. I have not purchased a plant. It's not that difficult. You guys can do it. Don't go to the places. Don't shop online. Only take cash. Just don't do it. Be an adult about it. Don't whine and cry. I don't want to hear it. Alright, so I am going to show you guys the plant that I have spent the most money on. I ordered this one from Cactus Club from Charlotte, North Carolina. It was sent to me. It is my Syngonium Frosted Heart, and here it is. This is what it looks like. It does have some crispy tips. I just kind of have it on this little stake. I have struggled with this plant, okay? I don't know, I think it's from underwatering. That's what I feel like a lot of my issues are underwatering. But it's still alive, okay? I'm proud to say that it's still alive. And I believe it was right under $100. So I think I purchased it for, I don't believe I said in the video how much I spent, but I know it was right at $100. I think it was like 90 something or another is how much I spent on this with shipping and everything. I think it was close to $100. this is the most expensive plant in my collection that I have personally purchased. I have other plants that I got from imports and stuff like that that are definitely more costly if you look at the market. You know, obviously the plant market fluctuates, but do I love this plant for $100? No, I do not. I do not love this plant for $100, okay? I don't know, I was itching to buy something, and I do like it. I do like this plant, but I love the Chia Pence a lot more than this one. It's a little bit less finicky, but it is a beautiful plant. I'm happy to have it in my collection. I'm probably going to chop this and try to propagate it, but for right now, we're gonna let her be for a while, and I don't know, try to get better and bigger leaves, because all these new leaves are so tiny. But I did just recently give it this stake, so hopefully giving it some support will give it something to climb and, I don't know, produce more mature leaves. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I've spent $100 on it. Take that for what you want. I know people who spend tons and tons of money on plants. This is not a judgmental video for me to be like, you spent money on plants, how dare you? It's your money. You can do whatever you want with it, and if you want to buy expensive plants, girl, go on, do it. I just don't want to hear anyone complain on the internet about, woe is me, I spent so much money, I have problems and issues, and then you go buy more plants. Those are the things that bother me, okay? Those are the things that bother me. If you want to spend the money, it's yours. Do what you want with it. I ain't gonna do it, okay? I'm not gonna do it. Now, do I want fancy plants, as I like to call them, fancy plants? Yes, of course I want fancy plants. And from this point forward, I'm gonna be very, very selective as what plants I get. Me getting pregnant and stopping the whole cycle of just buying a plant just to buy a plant, like going and, you know, looking and bringing something home that I don't really care about. I'm glad that I got pregnant, and that of course I'm glad, because I love my little boy, but it stopped the cycle of just buying a plant just to buy a plant without rhyme or reason or purpose or whatever, just to shop. So now when it is time for me to buy a plant, I'm really, really thoughtful and intentional, and just I really think about, is this a plant that I want? Why am I getting this plant? All those things. So, you know, I have gotten plants, like I said, from my imports, and that has definitely filled the need and want to get more plants. I do have to say, I'm feeling like right now my collection is by far the slimmest it has ever been. I have lost some plants being pregnant, and I just wasn't buying more plants to replace those plants. So the more plants that I lose and stuff like that, the slimmer my collection is getting. But I do find myself taking better care of like my special plants that I really, really love. And I just want to see the plants that I have getting really good health and stuff like that. And I feel like I'm still working on it, because being pregnant, having my baby, the care for my plants just went way downhill, and I don't know, it's not fair to do that to them. I never really talked about it or put it out there about not buying plants on purpose. I think you guys kind of figured it out or knew that, like, you know, obviously I'm pregnant or have a baby coming or whatever. I wasn't really purchasing plants, but I didn't have to talk about it for the past 7 months and just be like, I didn't buy a plant. Look at me, I didn't buy a plant. No, I just did it. So here's encouragement for you guys. If you want to do something, just do it. Just do it. You don't have to post about it. Just do it, whatever that may be. You can do it. Anyways, I think that's gonna do it for this chatty, rambly video. Let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts on, I guess, everything I said. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really just felt like kind of getting chatty with y'all today and showing you my most expensive plant purchase and talk about how long it's been. Also, I'm not saying that I'm not gonna buy a plant. If I go into a store tomorrow and I see a plant that I really, really want, I'm going to buy it. So if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, tell me what you think, okay? I don't know if I opened up a freaking box of worms or whatever, but I'm entitled to my own opinion, just how you are to yours, okay? I just thought it would be something interesting to talk about and show you guys how long it's been, my most expensive plant, and I don't know, my thoughts on it. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys again soon in another planty video. Bye!